If your ranch tastes like seasoned mayonnaise, well then you're using the wrong ingredients. Today I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect ranch with the right texture, the right flavor, the right ingredients, plus one extra ingredient that you don't wanna miss. So the perfect ranch starts with a base. Now the base to every ranch is the same. It's just mayonnaise, sour cream, and buttermilk. Now there's a ratio in that base. Everybody wants an ingredient list, but really think about things as a ratio. Now I've started here with 1 cup of avocado oil mayonnaise. And from here, I'm going to add buttermilk, 3/4 cup buttermilk. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of sour cream. The sour cream in the buttermilk is what's gonna add tang to this recipe, all right? So think about this as the base of your ranch dressing. And to this is where you become a star. So I'm actually gonna whisk this together. I shouldn't be using a spoon. That's a relatively new whisk this time. All right, so we're just gonna whisk this together. The important piece here is this is really the foundation of the flavor, but it's also the texture. So if you like your ranch thicker, then you can use more sour cream, a little bit more mayonnaise. I'd like to go on the sour cream side if I'm trying to make it thicker because I don't want that rich mayonnaise flavor per se. If I want it to be thinner, I would add a little bit more buttermilk. As your ranch sits in the refrigerator, all of the microorganisms inside the buttermilk and the sour cream, they're gonna thicken a little bit. So you can always add a dash of buttermilk to your ranch before you serve it so it dresses a salad perfectly. Or if you want it thicker for that hot wing, well then just leave it as is. So from here, I'm going to add the obligatory ingredients that make a ranch ranch. We're gonna start with granulated garlic. Some people like to use fresh garlic. I actually like to use the granulated garlic in my ranch dressing because the granulated garlic is a little bit stronger in flavor, but it also means you can keep it longer, right? Because sometimes garlic, as you chop it and you let it sit out and you put it in your ingredients, it can actually change flavor over time. So I avoid the fresh garlic in my dressings. Then I'm going to add my granulated onion. So in this case, I did 1 tablespoon of the granulated onion and I did a 1/2 tablespoon of the granulated garlic. People think it's more garlic, it's actually more onion in the ranch dressing. So that's another interesting piece. Next, I'm gonna add my fresh herbs. So ranch is known for dill. I like to use fresh herbs in my ranch dressing. Now, it's interesting that I use the granulated spices, right? Because technically the garlic and pepper and all those things are spices, and the fresh herbs, which are grown on a branch, right? I like to use the fresh version of the herbs. I think that's what takes a ranch to the next level. So that's gonna add that real herbaceous flavor to the dressing. It's also gonna make it pop. It's gonna make it taste as if it's fresh. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped chives, which everybody knows is my favorite, right? So you've got your 2 spices, garlic and onion, and you've got your 2 fresh herbs, which is the dill and the chives. So I'll mix those into the ranch dressing. And as you see, it's already starting to look like, you got it, ranch dressing. Some people like to suggest that you use parsley in your ranch dressing. I don't think the Italian flat leaf parsley adds too much to the ranch dressing, so I just leave it out. For me, it's all about the chives and the dill. From here, we wanna add a little bit more acid because there's a ton of richness in the buttermilk, mayo, sour cream mixture, and we wanna cut through a little bit of that richness. We also wanna elevate that mouthfeel. So I'm gonna use lemon. People use vinegar. I like the lemon. I think the lemon is softer. I think that citrus flavor adds a ton to this. And I'm also gonna take it to another step by adding the lemon zest, which we know has a ton of flavor on the exterior of the lemon. It's got a lot of the oils, the natural oils in there. After I zest the lemon, now I'm not gonna zest the whole lemon in this recipe. I'm gonna zest probably 1/4 of the lemon. This will make it taste kind of citrusy, but I think that that's gonna complement the ranch dressing really well. This is how we do it in the restaurant. Okay, so now that I've zested, 1/4 of this lemon, I'm actually gonna take it down, I'm gonna slice it, and then I'm gonna juice only half the lemon in there, okay? We don't want it too acidic. We don't want this to taste like a vinaigrette. The purpose of the lemon is to add freshness and just to make the flavors pop a little bit more. And I'll start to mix that together. Now notice that also thins the dressing out a little bit, but that's what we're looking for, right? I like my ranch dressing to be able to dress a salad. I don't like when you can stick a spoon straight up in the ranch. That means there's too much mayonnaise in there, in my opinion. I don't want this to taste like seasoned mayonnaise. So from here, this is the key, right? Ranch dressing is so simple. As I mentioned, we start with our base, we add the obligatory and the basic seasonings, which is garlic, onion, and then our fresh herbs, which is dill and chives. From here, traditionally in ranch, they add MSG, powdered MSG, the actual chemical MSG. When you buy ranch packets in the store, that's 1 part MSG to 1 part dried seasoning. Add your buttermilk, add whatever you want. That's what makes it taste so good. A lot of people out there have different opinions on MSG. I personally like a little bit of MSG. I think a little bit of MSG goes a long ways. I've actually got that tattoo on my lower back right now. But there's ways in which you can get the umami that comes from MSG. MSG is really just umami in a chemical form. You can get those flavors naturally. And I've talked about this a lot in the past. So this is the key final step that will take your ranch dressing over the top. And it comes to adding that MSG without the chemicals. So here we go. Drum roll, please. I'm gonna add it in 3 ways. I'm gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, okay? Worcestershire sauce has a ton of umami and richness. I'm going to add nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast is not just good for you, it's got a really, really rich flavor that goes a long way. Little trick, in our restaurants, we toss all of our salads with a little bit of nutritional yeast so that every lettuce green has that richness and umami-like flavor to the bite. Nobody likes a watery lettuce green. And the last thing that I'm going to add is fresh aged Parmesan cheese. Probably 2 tablespoons of fresh Parmesan cheese. Now I go with a high quality Parmesan cheese, less is more. I don't want this to taste like a Caesar dressing, but I do want that Parmesan in there for the richness and the umami. Now I'm just gonna mix all of this together, okay? And of course, I can't forget the final, double final, inverse, outverse, final ingredient, which is freshly cracked pepper. I'm gonna add my freshly cracked black peppercorns at a healthy amount, but it is essential that you freshly crack the pepper into your ranch dressing, okay? Buying pre-ground black pepper is the biggest mistake that a home cook or a chef could make because it tastes like absolutely nothing. You want the oils and the flavor to be retained and not oxidized, and you wanna crack it fresh into whatever you're making. That's gonna take the flavor over the top. So I'll mix all of this together, and here you have the ultimate, the best of the best, 10 out of 10, 5-star on Yelp, 10-star on Google, 20-star on something else, ranch dressing. If you want the exact measurements, I put the recipe in the description below. Just click the link and it'll take you to Ranch Wonderland. Don't stop here at the basic ranch dressing. This is where you can improvise your own flavors into the dressing. So for example, if you want a chipotle ranch dressing, you just add chipotle to it at this point. You want it really spicy, just add some chopped jalapeno, a nice jalapeno ranch, right? If you want maybe a smoky ranch, you can add some bacon fat or some smoked paprika and make it a smoked paprika or a smoky ranch dressing. There's so many different varietals, almost like a wine, that you can create from the basic foundation. And that's the beauty of this dressing. So the question is, how do you eat your wings? Ranch or blue cheese? If you're team blue cheese, you're gonna wanna check out this video.